What's up everyone, it's Kovacs here, back on the Kovacs Sports channel, and today we are going to be giving you our 2022 predictions for the Clemson Tigers. This team, they struggled last year. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Even though they went 10-3, they had a lot of close games, and people expected them to make it back to the national championship and contend for a title once again. DJ Uyagagale, I think that's how you pronounce it. He wasn't getting it done at the quarterback position. The defense was very good. Once again, though, that's kind of a staple. The bad news for them is they do lose Brent Venables. I think they will be fine in the coordinator position. I mean, it is Clemson we're talking about, but that is an adjustment, so we'll see how they fare there. Clemson, they do lose Justin Ross at the wide receiver position, and they do have some other key losses that will hurt them. But I think there is enough on the defense to carry this team to a good season. Are they going to go undefeated? Let's find out. So, looking at the schedule, you start off with Georgia Tech on the road. I believe this game is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's a road game. It's not a neutral site game, but it's not being played at Georgia Tech's home field. Weird situation there. It's also on a Monday, Labor Day. I don't really see Georgia Tech being all too competitive in this game. We thought they were improving, and then they went 3-9 again last year. Not a whole lot of reason for excitement. Yes, it's in Atlanta, but I don't see Clemson dropping this one to the Yellow Jackets. I also think they beat Furman and Louisiana Tech pretty easily to start off the season 3-0. Then they play Wake Forest on the road. This game, I would think it would be a little difficult. Last year they did beat Wake Forest pretty good, because Wake Forest had that amazing offense. The defense, though, is atrocious, and even Clemson's offense, which was not good at all last year, they're able to score a lot of points on Wake Forest, so they ended up crushing them in that game. But now it's on the road. I feel like Wake Forest would be able to contend with that defense. I'd still lean towards Clemson, though, because their defense would still beat up on Wake Forest's defense, just like last year. And that's even more amplified now with the news about Sam Hartman. That's what really got me to say, yeah, there's no way Clemson loses this, because he was the key to their offense. So I'm going to say they win that one and improve to 4-0. Then they play NC State. Of course, they lost on the road. I believe that was in the fourth game of the season. They had a 500 record, I believe, early on, which is when, the panic started to ensue. NC State, they're going to be a really good team. A lot of people are having them in the top 15. However, it's at home. It's a revenge game. I think there's enough there for Clemson to where I think it'll be teetering on a blowout because of it's at home. They really want to win this, and I think Clemson's just the better team, so I'm going to take them to win that one as well. NC State should be able to keep it close for a little bit, but I think in the end, you will see Clemson win by like 21 or 24, and the final score will not make it look close at all. But that is the beginning. Those two games is the beginning of that 4-game stretch at Wake Forest, NC State, at Boston College, at Florida State. Those 4 are going to be rough games, and I could see them dropping one of them. Then you play Boston College. I don't think they're going to be a particularly good team, but it's on the road after that emotional win, maybe a drop one to the Eagles. I don't see it happening. I just think Clemson's a little too good. The defense will make a big play and they'll end up winning it. It'll be a scare, but I like them to improve to 6-0. However, then you've got Florida State on the road. Florida State, we've seen them struggle. Of course, they lost to Jacksonville State last year. I don't know how much they're going to be improved, but it's on the road. Florida State has a chance in that one. It's at the end of this 4-game stretch. They're coming up on a bye week. Mike Norvell is going to be coaching for his job. He needs a big win. And this Clemson team, the offense, there's just a lot of uncertainty. Can DJ get it done? I'm not sure. And so between that 4-game stretch, I'm going to take them to lose a game. A lot of people think that's crazy, them losing to Florida State. But I just feel like between those 4 games, it's at the end, on the road. The Noles, they need a big win, and I think that's where they get it. Clemson's vulnerable on the offense, and I think we see an upset. I've got to have an upset or two in my predictions, and I think that's where we see one. But I think they should bounce back pretty easily against Syracuse. It's at home. They should be an alright team, but not amazing, and I don't think they're up to Clemson's standard. They're going to be hungry for a win after that loss, so I think they'll improve to 7-1. Then they get a bye week, a good time for one, right before Notre Dame. The issue for them is that Notre Dame plays UNLV and Syracuse in the weeks before, so those shouldn't test Notre Dame all that much. I feel like this is another trap game. It's late in the season. Notre Dame's going to be a good team. Marcus Freeman coming in there. I don't know if he's going to be good enough to lead him to the playoff. In fact, I don't think he is in his first year. But I think he is able to get a big win. And again, these are going to... Notre Dame's a good team. I think they'll match up pretty nicely against Clemson. And I'm going to say they drop a second game. I think they'll start the season 7-2 going into that final 3-game stretch. And now, you're starting to panic because the playoff is drifting away from you. You may not even be able to salvage the season for that at this point. But you're still in the driver's seat to win the ACC, to get to a New Year's Six Bowl. I think Dabo Swinney turns them on. They get ready. They play Louisville. They're going to be an alright team this year, but it's at home. I think they're able to win that one. And honestly, I think they could crush them because they're going to be ready to start winning some games. And I think that's the start of it. Then they play Miami. Miami's going to be a good team. I think they'll probably be a top 20, maybe top 15 team. But it's at home again. This final 3-game stretch, if they do start the season 7-2, that's really nice for them because they've got a rivalry game, Louisville, which is a pretty good team, and then Miami, who may be a top 20 team. All of those are at home. I think they're able to beat Miami as well. I think the Canes are going to be good. They should have good quarterback play finally. They've got Mario Cristobal there, but I don't think it's enough to go into Clemson and to actually win there. And then South Carolina. I think it's going to be a close game. South Carolina is getting better. Maybe they'll make a top 25 appearance this year. Again, just like Miami, just like Louisville, can they go on the road and beat Clemson? Despite Clemson's struggles last year, they didn't lose at home. They haven't lost at home since 2016. So if they do lose a game, I don't see it being anywhere at home. That's why my 2 losses for them are at Florida State and at Notre Dame. So I have Clemson going 10-2 in 2022. In the regular season, they'll match their win total for the last 2 years. So they've got a chance that should put them in the ACC championship game. They've got a chance to get to 11, maybe even 12 wins with the bowl game. So what do you guys think about Clemson? Do you think they'll be able to go 11-1 or 12-0? Do you think they'll get the offense under wraps and the defense will carry them to a playoff berth? Or do you think they'll struggle a bit, go 10-2? 10-2 I feel like is the floor for this team. But like I said, with that 4-game stretch playing Notre Dame on the road, you've got Miami, you've got South Carolina. I think that's enough there with the offensive struggles for them to lose 2 games. Maybe it's not Florida State, don't get too hungover that I picked that game. But between that 4-game stretch and Miami, I think somewhere you get a loss there, as well as Notre Dame on the road. But once again, let me know what you guys think. If you do have them losing a game, let me know who it is to. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe as we continue towards the college football season. We'll give you more prediction videos. Once again, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.